Hello there, I'm a member of the training team, and today I'm going to show you how to use the end-of-day summary report. You need to evaluate your practice's performance by looking at a quick overview of your key metrics at the end of each day. You need a concise picture of what you are doing correctly and what needs improvement. The end-of-day summary report gathers together in one place key metrics you need to study to run your practice efficiently and profitably. This report can be run to show the metrics for only one day, or to show metrics for a date range. Please note, this report does not include claims in load-fail status. To open this report, click on Reports, then Practice, and then Summary. You can get a good idea of what this report shows you by looking at the column headings at the top of the page. Select a service facility, physician, and then the date range, and then select Search. The report will then display the appropriate data for the date range selected. Some columns are not affected by the selections in these drop-downs. Take a look at these column headings at the top of the page to find out more about the information this report provides. This is the practice's ID number in our system. The name of the practice will appear here. The number of first checked-in visits in the date range selected. The sum in this column is calculated by simply counting an account's first checked-in appointments. This column is not affected by facility and physician drop-downs. This column counts one claim per account per distinct date of service and not individual claims. If a patient has multiple claims in one day, the count is still one for that day. It excludes claims that only have a 9920 code. Discarded claims or claims with a zero charge will not be included in this count. The number of checked-in appointments in the date range selected. The number of appointments checked in is equal to the number of visits that the patient showed up for, but has not been billed. The number of visits checked out in the date range selected. Checked out visits may not equal total visits if a patient has been checked out twice in the same day. This may also occur if POS charges occurred when the patient did not have a scheduled appointment. Due to the possibility of manually checking out appointments, a claim may not exist for all checked out appointments. Counts the number of distinct service dates in which a patient had an appointment in the date range selected. If a patient had two claims in the same day, then the count in this column is still incremented once, since only the service date is counted. This column counts distinct dates of service for cash patients in the date range selected. It includes claims that were billed directly to the patient, or at least one CPT was marked as cash. This column may not equal total visits if patients had both cash and insurance charges on the same day. The total number of distinct dates of service for each patient in the date range selected. This column may not equal total visits if patients had both cash and insurance charges on the same day. This column counts claims that were charged to insurance only. The total number of claims in the date range selected that had at least one CPT with a $0 charge. This column may not equal total visits if patients had both cash and insurance charges on the same day. The total amount in charges billed to insurance in the date range selected. The total amount of money collected from insurance with the posting date within the date range selected. The sum of the charged amounts on claims billed directly to the patient or on CPTs marked as cash. For CPTs not marked as cash, the report marks them as 0 when adding. This number is the sum of any payment in patient category on all accounts in the date range selected. It looks at financial level money transfer types. You can see here a listing of the patient category money transfer types. 131 is patient coinsurance. 141 is collection. 161 is medical records retrieval payment. 193 is gift certificate purchase. 195 is patient payment. 196 is POS payment. 197 is payment allocation. 198 is patient out-of-network payment. 199 is patient copay. The total number of appointments not checked in or checked out in the date range selected. Recalls are cancellations. This column shows the number of cancellations in the date range. The average amount collected per visit in the date range selected. The number in this column is based on at least 90 days worth of visits. If your date range is less than 90 days, the number in this column will be based on data from the past 90 days. It is based off nightly snapshots of collections, insurance, and cash, divided by the total number of visits snapshot. The nightly snapshot of collections, insurance, and cash, divided by the distinct non-free patient visits. Non-free patient visits meaning there exists at least one claim with a charge for that date of service. The highest number of claims that you had on a workbench within the selected date range. The snapshot is taken each night since it is unlikely that the numbers will change very much overnight. This column is not affected by facility and physician dropdowns. This number is a snapshot of the sum of all the claims that were on the workbench the night before, but not in paid, discarded, write-off, or temp-hold status, and had not been handled by anyone that day. There is an export icon at the bottom left of the screen. Click on it and a new window will pop up in which you can copy and paste the data into a spreadsheet program. Well, that's all there is to this video. We hope that you found it helpful, and if you did, go ahead and click like at the bottom of the page. Goodbye for now and have a great day.